Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video for Easy Learning Ways. This video is dedicated to my dear friend Hafiz Muhammad Ali, and he requested that I you know taught him that this particular thing, so I would like to share with everyone. So, for loops. First of all, what is a loop? A loop is used to repeat a certain block of code numerous times, multiple times, so that we don't have to write it again and again and again and again and again. For example, if I want to display my name 10 times instead of writing 10 different cout statements, I would just write I would just use a for loop, and I would tell the for loop to repeat itself 10 times, and in the loop I would just put the cout statement. Let's see the basic syntax first, and we will go about it. This definitely is. You guys must have had a hang of it by now. Hash include stream these simple header files and main function, you know so I would just press tab once. Where is my wait a second. So I press tab once, and I write for this the name of the loop, and just like if else statement, these are the two brackets, and this bracket parenthesis and the closing parenthesis. So this is the syntax for a for loop, and there are three things in a loop. First, you have to initialize an integer, for example int I, and assign it a value if you want. For example, I'm assigning it a value of 0, and then a condition, so like as to decide how many times the loop is going to repeat. For example, I want to repeat it like 10 times, so I'm starting from 0, so I would go to like 9. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 times. So the condition, and these three things are separated by this semicolon. And the third thing is the iteration. You remember this unary operation, I plus plus, or you could even write anything else. I is equal to I plus 1, or I plus 2, or I plus 3. So basically, you usually use I plus plus. That is, it's going to increment the value by 1. For example, when the loop starts, the initial value of the integer I is 0, so I want to go 10 times. So it would just, one by one, one by one, so it would repeat 10 times. So this is basically what controls the repetition of the loop. So in the loop, for example, I want to write a simple statement, just like I said. I want to display something. I want to display easy learning. Let's write something else. C++ is a piece of chocolate cake. You guys must be laughing, but it really is. It's not a big deal. So instead of writing this cout statement 10 times, let's see what happens. I remember I put this, so it goes to the next line. So like control F9. See, C++ is a piece of, I wrote the spelling of piece wrong. Piece. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is it's compiling, and it's so remember, I I could add anything. So instead of like displaying something, I can perform the whole program. Like calculating the area of triangle 10 times, calculating the area of radius, area of circle 10 times. For example, I want to initialize an array and input values in it. Like it's an array of like 10 integers, and I don't want to write like cna0, cna1, cna. Like, instead of that, I would just go for like cn a I. Like firstly you have to like initialize here an array of 10. Like this is the one dimensional array, and I want to input the value. Instead of writing cn a0, cn a1, cn a2, cn a3, let's see what happens. It's just going to what's it going to do. It's going to first initial value is 0, so cn ai means like whatever the value of I is at that moment, it's going to use that value. So this is what is going to happen. The initial value is 0, of course, and it would do it once, and it would repeat itself for like 10 times. Let's see. It's blanking, that means it's wanting some sort of input like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. So this is basically like instead of writing something again and again, I can repeat it by using a loop, that is like for loop. So uh, instead of just giving the user like a blinking cursor, I would go for like please enter the value of yeah, you learn this like very, this is very comes in handy. I see what I did. I did this like I put a, and the bracket starts, the inverted comma start, the C out thingy, the two crocodile brackets, that is this one. That is like it's going to display that thing, whatever that is, and then this, it's going to close the inverted comma and close the bracket. Let's see what happens. Like it's going to start from 0, and it's going to go up till like 10. Control F9. Let's see, please enter the value of a0 or whatever I want. 43, it's going to save it. 54, 65, 76, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. This is the last one. See, so the main purpose of for loop is to repeat. So we can use the same loop to display the values as well. See out the values are see out a I and L. So it goes to the next line. So same thing. uh, I have already initialized the integer I here, so I would just like assign it a value here, and I don't have to initialize it again because it already is there. You know what I could have done? I could have assigned initialized this integer right here with this array of 10, and I could have just written I equals to 0. I assign the value of 0 to I directly, and the condition for the loop. So same thing, I is less than 10. I like I equals I plus 1. Let's see what happens. Same thing, cannot convert character to integer. See what it's saying, it cannot convert character to int and function main. We did definitely we did something wrong here. What was that wrong again? A. We didn't put inverted commas. Obviously. So like 34. See, the values are this, and this. And now obviously we forgot something here. Equals to AI. Now let's see what happens. A user inputs values and it displays as it is. See? I don't have to write the values are inside the loop, so it doesn't repeat every time. So I would just take it out of here and I would place it out of the loop, like here. Let's see what happens now. See, the user inputs the values and it displays all the values. And obviously we can calculate, and we'll discuss it on the next video, inshallah. Please subscribe and like my page, and thank you for watching, and thanks to Muhammad Ali, because this video was particularly dedicated to Muhammad Ali.